Okay, so good morning, almost afternoon, everybody. My name is Tzachi Zak. I'm one of the co-founders of CubeMobile, a company that was founded in Israel, but we also have most of our development is in Innopolis, whereas most of our development is doing right now. I'm going to talk shortly about the modern mobile security threats and solutions. And basically, I'm going to show you how we are handling that and how our solution can help companies manage these issues. I will start by telling you a short story that happens just recently with a company called T-Mobile, which is the third largest mobile network in the United States. They are investing a lot of money and effort in security because they are very big mobile operators with a few millions of subscribers. But the recent attack happened just recently, this March, when the COVID-19 started. And that was one of many attacks that are happening, but this one was more problematic because what happened is that hackers actually managed to penetrate and compromise employees' emails accounts. And they were doing that using an attack method called spear phishing, which I will talk about it in a minute. And by disguising to someone that the employees knows, maybe a company that these T-Mobile employees used to work with, they managed to trick the employees to share information with them. Or in this specific case, they tricked the employees to press a link, and with that link, they managed to get credentials information from these employees. So there was data breach. Information about the employee was discovered. Also, some information about the company itself, T-Mobile's, and subscribers, which is very problematic. And a company could pay a very high fine if data like that is being exposed. I mentioned that the method they've used, and I mentioned that they've used spear phishing. So there are two phishing methods out there: the regular phishing, which is something that by these days, I'm sure almost everybody saw that it's regular phishing. Hackers are just sending emails or messages via emails or WhatsApp or any kind of messaging tool. They will send it to a very wide range of audience. And some people that will be tricked, they will press the link. They will be asked to press a link, and they will be taken to a website or a form that is disguising to be a company that they know. And by doing so, they will put their information, their credentials, and like that, the hackers can steal these credentials from the users and then use it to attack the hacker's account or the company account. Spear phishing is a more targeted phishing method where the hackers are actually targeting a specific person. So they already know some information about this person. For example, his name, his email, maybe where he lives or stuff like that. And then they are building a story around that and sending this message. And it's easier for them to trick the user to provide them with the information or do something that will allow them to access his information. So how hackers can harm your company? So I mentioned what happened to T-Mobile. They can access confidential informations like cloud files, emails accounts, and most importantly, and most problematically, they can access information about your customers. in certain countries like Europe, United States, and some other countries, there are very strict regulations about that. And if a company did not took enough measures to protect their customers' information, they could pay a very high fine. I can give you an example of companies like EasyJet that information about their customers was exposed and they had to pay $10 million just because of that as a fine. Other stuff, they can install malicious apps on the employees' devices. These apps could access very deep information inside the mobile device. They can control the camera, the microphone, the emails, and basically can track and get any information that the employee has on his device. If the employee is accessing his enterprise intranet, then the hackers can actually log these credentials and then use it to attack the company. Listen to conversation, I mentioned that by controlling the microphone. And also another example is replace payment details with the hacker's payment details. And when a payment details is being exchanged between the company and a supplier, they can hijack the email, change the payment detail to their payment details, and then trick the customer to transfer the money to the hackers instead of the actual supplier. And stuff like that are happening all the time. So what we offer within CubeMobile is a unique and innovative solution to these kind of threats, because what we are seeing lately is that most of the threats, and there are a lot of articles about that, most of the threats are now being done to the mobile devices, to the employee mobile devices, because this is the easiest way to do that. The user is bringing his own device, is installing all kind of applications inside, games, messaging applications, and by doing so, is much more vulnerable to attacks like that. So what we are doing at CubeMobile, we are creating a self-contained virtual smartphone, which is actually a workspace that is stored inside the employee device. So instead of controlling the entire device and securing the entire device of the users and then limiting him to do certain stuff, our application is actually creating a complete secured mobile phone inside his mobile phone. So you can imagine taking two phones and then coupling it into one mobile device. We are in our environment, we are simulating an entire environment, including communication systems. So you don't, with a seamless phone line that you can use in any country. And also the applications that can be installed in our environment are only controlled and monitored by the admin of the company. Speaking of the admin control panel, so this is a snapshot about how it looks like, and you can do, among other stuff, it's a very comprehensive management system, but among other stuff, you can create your own virtual workspace and make it your own environment with the background, with the applications, with the phone number, everything. So it will look like an enterprise or your company virtual phone. You can add and delete users. The system is also monitoring the threats in your environment. So if it identifies an attack, it will immediately inform the IT manager, and it will also be controlling this attack and it will stop it. Configuring user roles and access information, so every user can be controlled, and the admin can give him a specific access control to anything he wants, and limit or allow him to do whatever he wants. You can have a second phone number inside this environment. You can call anyone globally, even not only in Russia. You can call anyone in the world with a very attractive international call rates. all the activities inside this environment is monitored, so the employee can see what the manager can see what the employee is doing all the time inside, but only inside his business environment. So in all in all, it's control and manage all the mobile devices inside the company. From application perspective, so on the user device, what do we have there? So we have a separate work environment that only shows you your corporate data, the virtual smartphone protection from hacking. So this environment is completely protected. It's secured. It's also encrypted at all time. So even if hackers manage to hack into the mobile device, it will be extremely difficult for him, almost impossible, to hack into the secured environment and see what's going on inside, to see the files, to see the contacts, to see the emails, etc. Most of the time, if the hackers will hack into the employee device, into the mobile device, he will not even know that there is this environment. He will see some sort of encrypted system file. He will not know what it is, and he will not be able to penetrate into that. It's very easy to install. The user, the employee, I mean, will just get an SMS with a link that will take him to download the app and do a very short verification process. So it's extremely easy, also but for the user, which is the employee, and also for the admin. The communication inside the company is also secured and encrypted, and nobody can listen to that and track that. The admin can choose if he wants to record these kind of communications. So we are not only providing this secured environment for emails, files, apps, etc. We are also providing in the same package a secured communication environment. I mentioned also the corporate phone number. So the employee will get a corporate phone number, so he will not use his own private phone number for business matters. Thank you for your attention. That was a very brief introduction about threats and also about our product. For more information, you can go to our website. We have a local sales team and marketing team in Innopolis that you can approach at any time, speak to them in Russian and ask them whatever you want. Thank you very much.